Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Trey, and I am back with a new video this week. Just did one a couple days ago, but got some new stuff in, so I figured I'd jump on here. Baby's asleep, wife's kind of sitting over on the side, kind of working on something, so hey, why not, right? So the first record I'm going to show is from a band that I've always loved for a long time. Their very first record, they pretty much caught my attention with the song Gasoline, and this is going to be Seether's brand new album. Let's see, the ones that stick out to me that I like is Stroke the Fire, Betray and Degrade, Something Else, I'll Survive, Nothing Left. This is going to be an internet purchase. I just got this in. It sounds like they're going back to. It sounds like they're going back to their roots, to how they used to sound. What we kind of know Seether as, more of that Gasoline, Break Me Down, that type of stuff. Like I said, this is definitely one you want to check out. But this is, like I said, this is an internet purchase. As you can see, $14.99 for a brand new record. I mean, unopened, that's a pretty good deal. I think I got it like for 17 bucks shipped. All right, so these next records. I know I had showed the Nick Drake and the John Coltrane Blue Train that I said that I had gotten from Second and Charles. So I went in there again this weekend. Anytime, it's kind of about 20 minutes outside of where I live. So anytime I go that way, I'm going to stop. Especially now that I know that they're kind of having a blowout sale. I talked to the lady when I paid for the records that I bought this weekend, and she said that they're going to keep going down. They're going to keep having these sales because they've literally got so much stock that they can't even put the new used records that people are trading in, they can't even put them on the floor. So this was a blind buy. Never heard about it, never knew anything about it. Kind of crazy that I didn't know at least something about it after listening to it and kind of doing a little bit of research. This is going to be Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. And as you can see right there, I paid $3. $3 for a brand new record, sealed. So anyways, I got to doing some research on this record, and it kind of looks like it would be kind of old. Well, it's actually not. This is from 2014, and the singer was actually signed at the age of 41. That's kind of a little late to be getting signed. Usually if you're signed, you get signed when you're younger. So I believe she made this one and maybe a few more, and sadly she passed away of cancer. I kind of was listening to it, and she had so much soul in her voice that I was like, man, I want to see what she's doing now. And sad to hear she's passed away. But this is going to be Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, and that was a fantastic find for $3. I mean, you cannot beat that. I don't think you could beat anything. $3 sealed. Alright, this next one is going to be from the same place. Now this one was $5. I don't have too many of these. I don't even think, this might be my very first album, so this is going to be my start with these guys. They're also from Louisiana, where I'm from, and this is going to be the Meters with Look High Pie. I'm probably saying that wrong. Kind of just got into these. As from what I'm hearing on this record, not a lot of singing, more just kind of jamming. And I first heard of the Meters when, I believe last year they played Jazz Fest down in New Orleans. I think that's where these guys are from. Alrighty, so, and this was the treasure that I thought, that was definitely, those two records were great. That was a total of $8 on those. But this is probably going to be the find of the day or of the week, whatever. And this is Jack White's acoustic recordings. I don't know how. I mean, I honestly think that someone that was pricing these messed up, because I seen 3 or 4 of these and only one of them had a tag that had $5 on it. The rest of them were full price. But this is a double album of Jack White and his acoustic recordings, and I got it for $5 sealed. I've listened to it. Jack White, to me, is... I was a huge fan of the White Stripes. I like the Racketeers or whatever. Jack White stuff, Bumble Bus was great. But it's very hit or miss for me. But this one we spun one time. My wife absolutely loves it. But, you know, she's into Father John Misty. And she's into a lot of Ryan Adams. She's into a lot of that singer-songwriter stuff. I'm more of the folk, kind of 60s. Some stuff I like. I like Ray LaMontage, but I'm very choosy on the albums that I like of his as well. But this, like I said, we spun the very first record, but I probably wasn't in the mood for what I was listening to at the time, but we'll definitely go back and listen to this again. But for $5, man, you cannot beat this at all. All right, so this last record, it's kind of a funny story that goes with it. So my mother has, she's moving into a place, and me and my wife were going to help her. So I had to go do something, and my wife kind of went to go before me. And I saw on Facebook that someone was selling records, so I kind of messaged them and, you know, said, hey, so what, you know, what's up with the records? But I think the record they showed was the Cars. So I was like, it's pretty decent, you know, pretty decent taste. It's not Barbra Streisand or, you know, Perry Como or anything like that. Like I said, even if you're into that stuff, I'm not, but that's cool. So anyways, I messaged the person and I was like, so you got some records for sale? And they were like, we're actually having a garage sale. So on the way to help my mom, I stopped at this garage sale. My wife called me. She was like, where are you at? And I was like, I saw a garage sale from the interstate. But so anyway, so I went into the garage sale. There's probably like 4 or 5 families that were kind of in this neighborhood that looked like they were kind of getting together to kind of sell some stuff off. But anyways, I walked up to the records. It was probably just a crate. But I saw Van Halen. I was like, oh, this is good. It's in great condition. Unfortunately, I already had all the Van Halens. The stuff that I saw, I kind of already had. But this was the record that I didn't have, that I'm starting to kind of get into this guy because there's so many people that adore this musician. And there's a song that I've always loved from him, and it's called Secret Garden. I believe the first time I heard it was on Jerry Maguire, the movie. And then I heard it again, and I was like, man, who sings that song? I used to love that song. Found out it was Bruce Springsteen. So I said, I might need to go back out and check it. I might need to check the boss. There's a reason why they call him the boss. But this is the record that I found at the garage sale. And it's going to be Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. I know this is a top album that everyone talks about, how great it is. So, $3, I mean, you can look at it. It is absolutely mint. It's like one of those garage sales where you see, you know, the seller and you're like, what else did he? You're just looking at it and you're like, he had to have had something that he kept. I mean, when you see records like this in just mint condition, you're like, man, I wonder if he had some Pink Floyd that he kept, or he had some Beatles, or maybe even some 90s pressing of Metallica. So, anyways, that was the story about me supposed to be helping moving and meeting my wife, and I found a garage sale on the way. Now, this is going to be the last record I show. I think I said that the Bruce Springsteen was going to be the last record, but I kind of paused this video so I could go and grab this record because I haven't told the story about this. But so there's a thrift store that I check. I check pretty randomly, at least once a week. Excuse me, let me take this out of my mouth. I check at least once a week. Kind of a customer that I visit is right next to this thrift store. Now, this is one of those thrift stores that you have to keep in mind that if they've got a Rolling Stones record, they're putting $30 on it, or if they've got an Elvis, which I love Elvis, but good God, do people go crazy when they see Elvis? They think that any record needs to be $40. But the thing about Elvis is there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of Elvis records. So anyways, so there's a bin that I wanted to that I always like to look through. And I had been there the previous week, and I really didn't think that they changed a lot of these records out. It's not a high traffic thrift store. I think it's just this guy that has a booth, and he has some records that he kind of, fills in every now and then. So anyways, so I went in, and I just kind of started thumbing through the records, and my jaw dropped when I came across this. This is Bob Dylan's These Times Are Changing. Stereo pressing. I mean, it's pretty freaking mini. And I was thinking, okay, so after seeing this guy, the way he priced his Elvis records, or his Rolling Stones, this is probably going to be $40. $5. So I guess I should call this video $5 Finds and Less, because everything that I bought and I've showed has been under $5. I'm Trey from Imagine Just Records. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you can, just hit that like button, subscribe, send me a comment, let me know what you're listening to, and we'll see you guys. Want to tell you guys I was supposed to have a knockout rounds video, but I'm still trying to tweak the idea of who needs to go against who this week, so it'll probably be next week. But we're going to be on vacation in Destin, so maybe I'll have to make it from there. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me, and y'all guys take it easy.